Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I haven't done any non-running related videos recently, and whilst obviously running is a big part of my life, it is not everything in my life, so I thought I'd do a kind of day in the life, and I am actually planning on going for a run today. But I don't do that every day, so I thought I'd share with you what my average day, as if that exists right now, kind of looks like, what I'm eating, my training split, all that kind of stuff, just with the knowledge that it is changing every single day. Like, there is no kind of average day for me at the moment, as I'm sure is exactly the same for all of you guys. But before we get started, I would like to share with you my sponsor for this video, and as you guys might know, sponsors are kind of hard to come by at the moment, so I was absolutely delighted when Ana Luisa got in contact, and they are a jewellery company that do sustainable pieces of jewellery, and I'm actually wearing their earrings right now. Have a look. There we go, the little sunshine. I absolutely love these. I've got two piercings on this ear and only one on this ear, so I put in one of their little huggies here. The reason I chose these pieces is because I can wear them all the time, and I am like the lowest maintenance person when it comes to jewellery. I do not like having to change my jewellery every day. Rhian can probably attest to this. I haven't changed it since I got given these, so I am obsessed with them because it means that I can run in them. They are not too flappy or too big, but are so cute and pretty, and I got a ring from them as well. That's the ring there on my little fat fingers. Absolutely obsessed. Keep turning around to Rhian and saying how much I love the ring, honestly. Like, I left all my rings in London because I kind of just left in a rush. I was like, I don't want to be here at the moment. I left all of my rings, all my jewellery, came down here with just what I was wearing essentially, and so it's absolute godsend to feel a little bit more normal with some very pretty jewellery on. And the reason that I partnered with Ana Luisa is because they're a sustainable jewellery brand, and they're not one of those extremely expensive, kind of unaffordable jewellery brands. They've got everything ranging from sort of $39, around the $40 mark, up to higher end pieces as well. And they take recycled materials, and there's obviously a big issue when it comes to jewellery mining in terms of the sustainability aspect of it, so they recycle a lot of their metals. That is why I absolutely love them. So without further ado, I'm going to get on with my day. I'm currently writing a blog post about the best soy wax candles, vegan candles basically, because I feel like I've got one up there, but I feel like I'm severely lacking in kind of home comforts at the moment. And don't get me wrong, it is lovely here, but I do feel like I just really enjoy candles, and I know they're a bit of a cliche when it comes to self-care, but they're lovely. You could always do with a couple of candles. And everyone was asking me, when I was asking for recommendations, everyone was asking me what I would recommend them to do. So I'm just gonna like write a long list about all the startups and small businesses that people have recommended to me, and to hopefully support them a little bit, because obviously I can't buy from all of them as well. So yes, that will be out soon. This afternoon we're gonna go for a short run. Yeah, it's just gonna be on trail a little bit. I think probably around 8 kilometers, 6 to 8 kilometers, something like that. Nothing too extreme. I did a speed session yesterday and my calves are killing me, so yeah, it's gonna be a nice easy one, and it's looking like a nice day again, so feeling very happy about that. Yummy homemade sourdough, my favorite. Look at those lines, so pretty. So I've had my breakfast, which was homemade fig jam on some sourdough bread that Rhian's dad makes every week, and it is so good. I've got through an inordinate amount of bread in the last 4 weeks, and I absolutely love it. And then also some homemade peanut butter. We're trying to go to the shops as little as possible at the moment, which means obviously making a lot of our own stuff, but actually it's a really good thing to do. I have this theory that going back to some things that you loved as a child is like one of the best things that we can do for our happiness. So I've been doing things like gardening, a lot of baking, which I've always loved, but obviously when you're a little bit busier you kind of don't feel like it's a priority. And then things just like running around, not for the sake of exercise, but just because it's nice. Just kind of having a little bit of fun with everything. But yes, so having lots of homemade foods, which is really wonderful. It means that you can test out loads of different things. I realised I was like looking back over the footage, and I don't know why I spread the peanut butter and the jam so thick. I am so sorry, it's kind of like disgusting to look at, but it was so good to eat. So actually I'm not really that sorry, it was wonderful. I'm about to go out and do some gardening because I've like commandeered a corner of the garden here. We're gonna grow some of our own vegetables, which is something that Finn and I used to do back when we lived in Bristol, when we were at uni there. And it's something that we've not done since then because obviously we've like not had our own space together. So I've kind of commandeered a corner of the garden that used to be just kind of very overgrown. There wasn't really much growing there. And I've got some great before and after pictures, so I will put those up here. Now what it is just a bare patch of ground that's been kind of tilled, got rid of all the brambles and stinging nettles and all that kind of stuff that was there. And now it's ready for planting with some vegetables. And it's the perfect time of year for this, whether you're inside or outside, just growing things. It's like such a good time of year because we've got a little bit more warmth, we've got the sunshine, new shoots coming up, and there's something quite rewarding. Like if you can't have a pet, just have some plants because they're a lot easier to take care of, although sometimes I actually do wonder if that's actually true. And now we're gonna plant some vegetables there. Whatever grows up inside, we will then be planting outside once they're a little bit bigger than seedlings. So today, it's kind of a bit of a long story, but basically someone accidentally set fire to the end of our garden where we had a compost pile that was at the time a lot of dry leaves and branches and stuff from clearing the garden. And it was accidentally set fire to, which is sort of a little bit embarrassing, but thankfully no harm done. Now it is some incredibly good compost because it basically just sped up the whole process. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sift through that today, make sure that it's got none of the big branches in it, no rocks, anything like that, and then use that on the vegetable patch, ready for the vegetables to be coming in. I feel like this has become a bit of a gardening program, so I apologise if you literally have no interest in gardening at all. I'm really sorry, but I'm just kind of filling my time with things that make me happy at the moment because I really don't have very much work, and so I just think that as long as I can fill my time and try and keep happy, then that is the best thing to be doing. So I'm going to go out and do that now, but before I do, I wanted to just take you through my workout split that I've been asked a lot about, like how am I keeping healthy in lockdown, how am I getting in my runs, what am I doing instead of going to the gym, strength training and all that kind of stuff. Well, I feel like I referred to it over on my Instagram and on here in like little bits and bobs. I don't feel like I've kind of explained my reasoning behind things. So I'm still working with my running coach. Our plan was to work together for all of my races of this year, which was from March until July, and I had races every single month, basically getting longer and longer and longer until my ultramarathon in July. Obviously all of those have been cancelled, so now what we're doing is basically working to become a stronger runner, which of course is kind of the point in training, but rather than focusing on a particular distance, we're now focusing on becoming the strongest runner with hopefully the least risk of injury possible. And to that end, I'm aiming to get in 2 to 3 runs a week and a couple of physio sessions a week as well. So usually pre-lockdown era, I would be getting in maybe 5 to 6 hours of training a week. I'm currently now doing maybe 3 to 5 hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours a week, including my long run, which tends to be an hour long, an hour and a half or so. What I want to make clear is that I'm not working towards any particular goal, and because of that it frees up my time to focus on things that may be weaknesses of mine or things that I actually just want to have fun with, rather than being like, okay, well my plan says I've got to do a tempo session today, so I've got to go out regardless of whether I'm feeling tired, run down, injury, like whatever it is. I'm actually just trying to have fun with training at the moment. And if you haven't already, please do go back and watch my vlog with my coach last week, because he explains so much better than I can about the benefits of training for fun and why we should all be so like a lot more kind to ourselves when it comes to training, especially in a time that is actually genuinely quite stressful for a lot of people, whether you can actually notice that or whether it's kind of underlying stress as well.
Firstly, well done you for finally listening to Coach. Took your time. Just because you can run a certain pace doesn't mean you belong there all the time.
Be kind to yourself, run for the sake of running, run for the sake of enjoyment.
Ears, shoulders and hips nicely aligned, 10% engagement in your core, practice with a plank position.
So last week, I've got it written down. So last week what I did, so by the time this comes out, this will all be out of date. But basically 2 runs last week, 1 long run and 1 shorter run. Did 3 days of gardening, which I would include as a workout because it is tough. I woke up with DOMS every single day the next day, so yeah, that shows that it is actually really tough. A couple of walks and a physio workout and an upper body session that I use resistance bands for. It's not my usual session, which would be like 3 runs, 1 of which is a long run and 2 of which are more faster speed sessions, interval work, that kind of thing, and then 2 weighted sessions or spin sessions or physio sessions a week. It's not exactly like that, but I'm kind of trying to base it off that while still giving myself time to rest and recover and recuperate and just kind of chill a little bit. This week I'd had a long run. I've changed all my long runs to Monday. So long run Monday. Tuesday was a walk, a gardening session and a physio session. Yesterday I did a speed session running. I'm going back to some of my older speed sessions. So rather than doing 7, 8, 9 minutes intervals, 3 by 7, 8, 9 minutes, I'm now doing 3 by 5 minutes again and building up from there. And if you go and watch the previous vlog with Chevy, he can explain why going back to some older sessions after taking some time off is a good thing to do. So yeah, 3 by 5 minutes yesterday in intervals, and then today we're going to go for a run, and tomorrow will probably be a rest day because I don't usually run 2 days in a row. So what I'm kind of trying to say in a very waffly manner is I have no schedule, I have no routine, I don't have a kind of average split for these times, but basically what I'm trying to do is run at least twice a week and do at least 2 physio sessions a week, and anything around that is basically just what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. And I think that's kind of all we can do right now. Like, we don't know what the future's gonna hold. You're not gonna lose muscle, you're not going to lose fitness as quickly as you probably feel like you will. Actually, Natasha Ocean did an amazing video about this recently, and I would really recommend going to watch that because she kind of explains from a sciencey point of view, which is why I love her channel, by the way, so do go check that out, why you won't be losing muscle and why you've got muscle memory even if you take several weeks off training or with a reduced training schedule. So basically, just don't kill yourself. I'm taking it super easy and I still feel like I'm able to do the runs that I was previously able to do. So yeah, don't worry about it too much. I'm gonna go out and do a little gardening session, got some rhubarb to plant, and then I'm gonna come back in for lunch before I'll run.
Okay, so down here we have the old compost heap that is now a little bit burnt. You can see the edge of the tree actually, it's quite black. This is now very good compost, and that will be sifted into there, and then this is our new veg patch here. Once all the compost is sifted, it will be going onto all of this. We've already got some on there at the moment, and then we will be planting this with a whole load of veg. And you've got the rhubarb just at the edge, and of course the chickens just stomping around in there because they get all the worms and whatnot. And there we go, 1 wheelbarrow full of some very good compost. Now this goes on the veg patch. Now that all the compost is there, the next job is digging it into the soil, and that is a job for after lunch because I'm starving. Alrighty, we got our lunch here. I have avocado hummus, you can't actually see anything because it's too sunny, tomato and tomato paste, and then a nice little salad with tempeh pieces. This is my new favourite tempeh. I actually don't really like tempeh usually, but this stuff is very good. Wouldn't you agree?
It is very good.
Very good.
Very easy.
And Fionn's having popcorn for lunch with a lot of other stuff. Yummy. We're now having lunch dessert, which is now apparently a thing, which is homemade lemon drizzle cake. And yes, the recipe is on my blog, and yes, you should check it out. I'm just about to publish this new post on soy wax candles after asking loads of people for their recommendations. So this is going live on my blog, and it's got 14 different startups who people recommended. They all look absolutely incredible. Oh, doggo. Very cute. Yeah, they all look so beautiful. So I'm going to buy from a couple of these places. But yeah, I just wanted to share with everyone else all the different ones. And I'm trying to do, you know, at least 1 or 2 blog posts a week because there's not very much content that I'm getting paid for at the moment. But I just thought that I can use this time to actually share some pretty useful and good content, hopefully, that people will find interesting and useful. This is probably my 7th blog post from lockdown, and I've been quarantining or like self-isolating for about 4 weeks now, so yeah, it's about 2 a week. I'm very happy with that. Look at these photos. God, people are so creative. Right, that's going live now. Let's go. Woo. Rhian's decided to join in the fun. He's on a bit of a destructive rampage actually. A lot of brambles. Okay, so after lunch I decided to come and pot the first 2 vegetables. Got 2 little rhubarbs down here from pots. They're a little bit slug eaten, but we're hoping that potting them down here will keep them very happy. And those are our first 2, and the rest is still too small to come down here. Finally being put to good use. You're right.
Am I me?
Rhian used to be a gardener, so he actually knows what he's doing, unlike me. I'm just pretending.
Alrighty, I'm done with gardening for the day. We did 1.5 hours, which is plenty for me, and now we're going off for a run. It is not really a scheduled run, it's not really anything special, but it's a nice day and I just thought I want to go for a run. So here I am. I'm wearing a Nike sports bra. I cannot for the life of me remember where my shorts are from, and loads of people are asking me for recommendations of shorts as the weather gets warmer. I will try and put something together with my favourite shorts, but to be honest, I don't really like shorts. I always wear leggings when I go running. Obviously as it gets hotter I will be wearing shorts because it's just sort of necessary if I don't want to like melt, but there's like, I've never really found a pair of shorts I really get on with, so I will try and find out where these are from because I kind of prefer them to others, but yeah, they're still not entirely perfect. And then I'm wearing Falca socks, and I'm going to be wearing my Columbia trail shoes as well. Today's run is going to be around 6 to 8 kilometers, not 68, 6 to 8 kilometers. We're just going to go along this little traily route that's really beautiful, and hopefully it won't be too busy, but yeah, just going to go and enjoy the sunshine, so we'll take you with us.
Woohoo! What have you been up to today?
I have been prepping fossils.
And what fossil have you been prepping?
I've been prepping an ichthyosaur.
An ichthyosaur? What's that?
Like a mad dolphin dinosaur.
A mad dolphin dinosaur, okay. I like that explanation. Rhian has just created a website where he's selling his fossils. Not all of them, of course, not the mad dolphin dinosaur. That's too special. Where can people find your website?
At JurassicCoastFossils.com.
JurassicCoastFossils.com. You heard it here. Go and check it out. Rhian found a fossil. What a surprise. So beautiful in here. This is one of our favourite places to come, partly because it goes past a little lamb that we found. It's very cute. We hope it's still there. That's a tough hill to do nasal only. Something I'm keeping challenging myself on. I mean, I'm not perfect at it yet, but there's been great improvements, wouldn't you say?
Very much so. I to learn.
I used to be like the worst at any sort of hills. I'd like do a hill sprint and then die, which I still do to some extent, for sure. Find our favourite lamb. No sheepies. Where? Oh yes, Flinty.
Yeah, thank God.
There he is. He's famous. Everyone's come looking. Hey baby. There he is, can you see him?
Still trotting along.
Oh, I wouldn't call that trotting. Hobbling. He had something wrong with his legs, so he's got splints on his legs. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah. This is essentially the sole reason that we came for a run, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just an excuse.
Doing one of our usual routes, but backwards today. The route, not us. Rhian and I both decided it's a lot harder this way, and there's definitely more uphill. Look at all the lambs. Hi. Why are you so adorable? This is one of the most peaceful routes that we do. Can't hear any cars, can't hear any people. The only thing you can hear is the occasional cluck cluck of chickens and the little lambs bleating. Finishing stretch!
All downhill.
Oh yeah. We've done enough uphills.
Oh yes.
Rhian always insists that we do a little sprint finish. He pretends to just go along calmly next to me and then suddenly like 50 meters from the end he just sort of kicks in. Obviously I'm competitive, so I have to race him. Got to sub 3 minutes per kilometre on the last little bit. So anyway, very fun. Just over 7.5k, exactly what I wanted to do. So very happy with that, just a nice little fun run.
That was one of the nicest runs I've done in a while actually. There's something really lovely about just doing a run for the sake of doing a run, not really knowing what kind of distance it's going to be, just wanting to explore new places and just having fun with it really. And again, if you have not watched last week's vlog, go and check it out because Chevy explains all of this so wonderfully and it'll just make you want to get out there and do your run, whether it's within 2 kilometers of your house, within a couple of 100 meters of your house. There's always a way of doing it. And today was really beautiful and nice, and it's gonna be raining for the next couple of days, so it was good to get the energy out and then yeah, can chill over the next few days. Just gonna get changed and then we're making a mindful chef meal this evening, which is gonna be sun-dried tomatoes and butterbean casserole, and I'm very excited for that because I'm hungry as per usual. No changes there.
This is dinner, Italian sun-dried tomato and butterbean casserole. Plenty of easy to get ingredients, although tinned food is a bit of a hot commodity nowadays. Butter beans, vegetable stock, chestnut mushrooms, garlic clove, parsley. I'll be leaving that out, don't like parsley. Sun-dried tomatoes, coconut yogurt, yummy, yummy, yummy. And this is what it's supposed to look like, and we'll see what it ends up looking like. This is like Insta versus reality always. This is mine, so we got the butterbean casserole. That was a bit northern. Butterbean casserole, red rice, broccoli, and got something extra here, which is tofu with various spices on. 2 types of lemon drizzle in here for 2 greedy people. Second lemon drizzle of the day. Is that your fault?
No. You actually suggested this.
Yeah, I might have done.
I think that's all for tonight. We are about to get into bed and we're going to watch something tonight. We're currently alternating between Westworld. We were doing the Harry Potter films again for me and not again for Fian because he had never properly watched them, which is sacrilege, and we did nearly break up over it, but I decided that I could overcome that as long as we watched them, and we did, and they were very good. Did you enjoy them?
I'd watched the first and the last one before. There's no need
That's missing the sandwich
all the faff
bit.
in the middle.
Yeah, but did you enjoy the faff?
Yeah, there wasn't enough Hagrid.
Fian likes Hagrid. So yeah, we're going like Westworld and Harry Potter and This Country, and what else are we watching? Ozark, which I still don't know what's going on, and maybe soon Killing Eve.
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose we could.
We need to restart, well not restart, but watch the new Killing Eve as well. So yeah, we are busy getting loads of films in and series and stuff. There's a lot of good stuff on at the moment, so yeah, do check it out. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a big fat thumbs up. And of course, do go and check out Anna Louisa Jewellery. I really love what they're doing in the sustainability space, and their stuff is absolutely beautiful. Go and check it out. Hit the subscribe button, and I think that's it. I hope you love this. I will see you next time. Bye!